What up, Doe? Welcome back to the late night podcast that we sometimes shoot in the day. I'm your boy Nate Galloway,
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
and this is a dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. My finger slipped off of the button. It would have been a lot sooner. I was
It's
like,
all right.
damn, missed it. Shout out to those who follow us, Insomniacs, part of the No Sleep crew. Like, subscribe on all the podcast platforms. We appreciate you. What's going on with you, Boogie?
Hell yeah. Just enjoying this weather. There's a lot of
It's heat.
I was gonna say it's a lot of cold shifting into the warmth, and
Oh
then
man,
during
it's
the
hot.
evening, it goes back to the coldness.
It's weird, man. This is, as my grandmothers and them would say, pneumonia weather.
This is the best time to catch it.
Or the worst, depending
Yeah,
on how old you are.
for
You
real.
know, pneumonia be taking folks out, man. But
No,
what's
it
been
really
going on
does.
otherwise?
So while I'm playing around, let me stop playing. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm chilling, enjoying this time of doing sleeveless.
Hey man, I
You
see you
know,
got the shoulders out, guns out. Which way is it to the beach? Gun show.
yeah, and I'm that weird person that it has to be a certain temperature before you see these arms. Like it has to be hot as fuck. Like
I
I have to
mean,
be hot. I have to be hot.
usually, because then if not, then you'll be that person that you see wearing like the cardigan, and it's like, why you got that on? Because
Yeah,
we all hot out here. You look
yeah,
kind of goofy, you
yeah,
got the jean jacket when it's like,
yeah,
and you always asking people to hold it or you lose it sometimes. So yeah, no,
yeah.
I understand.
I'm
It makes
definitely
perfect
that.
sense.
Yeah, I'm definitely that person where people are like, "You sure you're not hot?" Like, nah, yeah, I'm okay.
you
It's a
know,
little draft. It's a little wind.
he's like, I'm catching that breeze. Sometimes that's me. Because I be rocking the beanies and
Yeah,
summertime's not really beanie friendly. And it's just
yeah,
like, I love having my bald head, but a lot of times you like to cover it.
yeah.
So it's
You got to
just
have the right time. You got to have the right time. It's all about
but you
timing.
be sweating
Yeah.
under them beanies though. So it's like, yeah, no, we ain't doing these. If they got some summer beanies though, I might get some of those.
How you feeling though?
I'm good. I've been enjoying this weather, much like yourself. I've actually been grill shopping because
Whoa.
the first time the temperature rises, niggas got to get a
Hey, you
grill.
got to pop out the
You know,
grilly.
we got to be like, hey, burgers, ribs, chicken, hit your boy up. So I've been kind of doing my research. I was just at my parents' crib over the weekend for Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers. We appreciate all of
Mamba.
y'all. Thank y'all. But he's out there, and my dad has like 3 grills. Um,
What?
yeah, this nigga has no 4. He's got
This master chef
hey,
griller.
look, my dad is from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh God.
So all of the
Oh, they don't play around with
black
them cues.
elders in North Carolina are, like you said, barbecue pit masters.
Oh yeah.
Let me run down what he's got. This man has he's got this big ass industrial pit. Like you
Oh
have to
God.
move it with a truck or something.
Wow.
You can cook a whole hog on there.
Wow.
So yeah. Then he's got a little smoker in the garage. He just plugs up when he doesn't want to go outside. Then he's got a charcoal grill on like a barrel one on the deck, and then he's got a gas grill on the deck for my mom because she's not really a charcoal person. She prefers to push a button and whoosh, I can go. That's her. So they got 4 grills. So I
Oh,
was
he
like,
got
Pops,
all the options covered.
he really does. So he was like, if you need a grill, I can tell you one to get. And I was like, yeah, bro, because you got like 4.
That's the right guy to
Um,
have it.
so I've been looking at that stuff. Outside of that, I failed, Boogie. I
What?
have failed. I have
Oh, I thought you failed. I'm like, again?
yes.
Why
No, no,
are
no,
you?
not fell. Not
Uh,
fail.
yeah.
I failed.
Okay. All right.
FAILED. I
All right.
failed. I have been out here in these comment streets
Okay.
in the social medias. I've just been engulfed in it, unfortunately. I'm not really a person that comments or goes back and forth
Yeah.
with people, but I've just been really irritated with people and some of these posts.
You
And
are
I
right.
got hooked. I have been hooked, and I was like, bro, why are you commenting on this shit? Like, scroll, look for your podcast topics, and just keep it rolling.
I'm curious
Keep
to
it rolling.
I'm curious to know what what ignites you, because to me I feel like I see dumb shit all the time in the comment section, but it doesn't I, I'm not pushed to the point that I need to say something and react to something or
I
to
wish I
somebody
had
that I've
that.
never met or know.
See, I wish I had your self control. I wish I had your patience. See, I know I would be that celeb that when someone says something, you gonna get a response.
You
Like,
clapping back.
I'm gonna respond, and I'm gonna block your ass. Like, that would be me. And there was a couple times because it's just been a lot of topics, a lot of polarizing things going on in this world, and I just been commenting. So I was like, "Y'all are so fucking stupid." I was like, "Use your fucking brain," because
But
people
you
on
should
social media don't do that.
but you should know that though.
You're right.
Yes.
See, that's the point. And I was like, Nate, I was like, there's no point in going back and forth with these niggas because
Yeah.
that ain't logical. There's no point in doing that.
Yeah.
So I found myself, you know, on some of these sites, and I was just like, you know what? No, never again. Just scroll. So I used to, and the only reason why I go in the comments is because I like to laugh at how
I do too.
dumb people are. But then it gets to the point when I was like, yo, some of these comments are kind of dangerous, and you kind of want to say something to let people just be like, maybe I'll think about this from a different standpoint. But
Yeah.
it's just like, why? Because the people who are thinking from things from a different standpoint, like the way I look at it, aren't in
Hmm.
the comments. They're
Yeah.
just, or if they are in the comments, they're not. They're just like, these niggas are dumb, and they're still
Yeah.
scrolling.
Yeah.
So,
That's I don't know.
you know,
I love looking at the comment section, just like what I said, just to read to see, if anybody have some quick, funny, witty shit or
it's some
some
funny
dumb
shit in the
shit. Because
comments.
it's entertaining. And you have to remind yourself, I think, that most of the shit is not real. And a lot of people don't have common knowledge about things that you find common.
This is very true. You know,
So you have to remove yourself from wanting to teach all the time.
you're exact. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna be that angry old nigga that's in the
Yeah.
club. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all just
Screw you guys. I'm
be
going
dumb.
home.
Be dumb. I'm out. Exit stage left. So that's just
Well,
that's
I'm
what I'm
praying for
doing.
you, my brother. I'm praying for you.
I appreciate those prayers. Let's move on to tipping the hat. We got a lot of good things to tip our hats to. So
That we do.
let's
I'm tipping my
get
hat.
to it. Boogie, who you got?
Man, I'm tipping my hat to K Dot, aka Kendrick
The
Lamar.
GOAT.
Come on now. He just released, well, from the looks of it, from what I heard from a number of radio people, DJs, and podcasters, he's been teasing this song for a while now, but he finally released visuals a few days ago for his single Heartbeat. What is it? Heartbeat Part 5?
Yep, Heartbeat Part 5.
Part 5. And he
Dope ass
does
song.
a number of deep fakes. That's what they're calling that, and that's literally, if you've seen the Michael Jackson black and white, that's what it is, where he's morphing into other people, and they happen to be celebrities, um, like Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle, Jussie Smollett, Kanye West,
The
and Will Smith,
juice.
OJ Simpson. But you know, this makes me feel good. And then the following day, he releases the cover art for his upcoming album that's releasing pretty soon.
Dope.
And it just gets me hyped, man, for good ass music. Like, I'm ready for it.
About to be outside with the grills and the
Yes,
drink
sir.
and the
Yes,
smoke, and we
sir.
playing the K Dot, man.
Yeah.
It's coming out what, tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
excited.
wait.
So tip my hat off to good music that's coming.
Yeah, we're about to get some bangers.
Who
So
you
can't
got?
wait for that.
But yeah,
I am tipping my hat to the new graduates from HBCU in Wiley,
yeah.
Texas, Wiley College. They showed up to graduation, and it was announced that there was an anonymous donor that cleared all of their student debt.
Hell yeah.
So that is dope. They are starting their new adult life debt free, man. So kudos to that anonymous donor. They reported that it was $300,000 that would have been owed. And they ended up paying this $300,000 off for the 100 students of the graduating class. I mean,
Oh,
that's
that's a
dope.
little ass class.
It is. But nonetheless, still dope. I always be like,
Yeah,
man, I be missing these blessings.
yeah.
Like I know who was the commencement speaker at my graduation. It was Judge Mathis,
Mm.
and he didn't give us shit.
He
He
was
didn't
still
call us
building. He was still building at that time.
he didn't call us crackhead. He didn't say none of his other catchphrases or anything. He just gave us life lessons that I do not remember.
Oh god.
But, I just always am in the wrong place when guys handing out blessings.
Shout out to Greg. Is it
Kudos to him.
Greg Mathis?
Yeah, Greg Mathis.
Shout out to Greg Mathis. I heard he got finally got a star on the Hollywood
Yeah. Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Walk of
You
Fame.
know,
So shout out to him.
if I'm a crackhead, I'm posting up on his sign on a daily. Just so I'm with t-shirts. Is that a crackhead? Are you a crackhead? I'm gonna find out some type of way to make some money off of that. Be like, hey, you can get your Greg Mathis slogan t-shirts right here. I'll even sign it for you myself. A crackhead. Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, you gotta throw some out. See what catches. You got.
Hey, hey, look, somebody's gonna bite, but definitely kudos to students at Wiley College.
For
Shout
sure.
out to y'all, man. Out here with no debt. Go live it up, man. I hope y'all get some dope ass jobs and everything.
For real.
And again, tip my hat to K Dot.
Absolutely.
Let's get to this first ad, and we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, it's time for news you can or can't use. Boogie on my birthday. Sadly or happily for some people, Kevin Samuels passed away. Is it rest in peace or is it rest in pieces? Which one is it?
Listen, it's still rest in peace. You could be an asshole in real life and still say rest in peace to the mans.
I mean, have you been on Twitter? Did you get a chance to look at what was going on over there?
I mean, everybody was up in arms because first of all, no one actually believed that this man passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think after, confirmation from a number of sources, as well as his mom coming out saying that she had to find out through social media.
That was bad. I would hate for anyone to find out.
I'm just saying, like certain things, certain things like that. I am still going rest in peace. I just I just didn't really like the man from what he had to say about black women specifically. I understand that he was putting up trying to defend the working man, the working class
The
man,
alpha man,
right? The
the
alpha
high
man.
value man.
I get it. Okay. I can also honestly say that I have never fully watched any of his stuff, his content,
Okay.
and chose not to. I'm so grateful. But the few short clips that I did see, I wasn't impressed. So
I can tell you, I was definitely waiting for like TMZ because they see, TMZ is always like the first to report.
yep,
I was like, I ain't believing shit, so I see it from them. But
yep,
when I seen like his mom and everything talking to CBS, I was like, okay, excuse me, it's real.
yeah,
Um, it's always sad. I think when anyone passes away,
hmm,
I get why people are like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
yeah,
I didn't like him,
yeah,
but I didn't hate him either.
yeah,
I was just like, whatever. It's just a dude in front of a microphone. Like I'm a dude in front of a microphone as well.
yeah,
Um, I look at it as I didn't know who he was until we actually talked about him. I think it was last year on the podcast.
yeah. It was,
When that one clip that was circulating when he broke down that woman, and I was just like,
yeah,
yo, you can't talk to people like that. And then I
yeah,
started seeing more clips, and I was like, it's just kind of funny
yeah,
because it's just like, who was letting this dude talk to them that way? And
yeah.
in the beginning, it was male and female callers coming in. Then it just began to be
Specifically, all women. Yeah,
one demographic,
yeah,
all women, all black women to be specific. And it was just like the clips got to a point because I would only watch when they would be brought up on like the blog clips. It wasn't like I was
agreed.
actually searching out to go and look for the clips. It was just like, damn, this is on my feed. I'm laughing at this funny shit.
Yeah,
Um, it was one of those things where me as a logical, sound body black man, I was like, this nigga's full of shit.
mm,
And I would say like 90% of what he was saying was complete bullshit,
mm,
10% of it being factual, but that 10% is completely canceled out
yeah,
because the 90% is so fucking strong.
hmm.
Especially the comments towards black women. It's just like, yeah, bro, like, what are you doing?
What was
You
the
know,
gentleman name who was married, who he's a black gentleman who had a scandal about supposedly cheating on his wife
oh,
as
Derek
well. Yeah,
Jackson.
Derek Jackson. I mean, those men, these are non-professionals giving their opinionated advice to a large mass of women that have men looking and saying, "Hey, yo, this, y'all listening? He might have a point here. Look, listen to him." And then I just find it, I find it very precarious, very, very interesting. It tickled my fancy a little bit to,
Tickled you pink.
yeah, it did, to learn and discover of how he passed.
Yeah. I mean,
we
not
we
trying to
can't
laugh
make
at
we
him.
can't make yeah
It
we can't make this up. Like,
it
this is,
reminded
yeah.
me
Go ahead.
of The Color Purple.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
Yep.
that was the first thing I thought of. I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
um, but it's also one of those things like most niggas, that's how you want to go out. It's like I want to go out in some coochie. Like
Guns a blazing.
if
Okay.
if I can go out, that's how most niggas is like, yeah, that's how I want to go out, like that. I mean, it is. I mean, you did talk about women, heavy set women dying of heart attacks and dying alone. You did talk about that, and it
Come to
is
find
just
out, Atlanta
weird
police,
karma.
police reported that he had chest pains and fell on top of a woman before dying. Mm.
I'm gonna be messy for a second.
Oh, okay.
Can
Oh,
can I can I be messy for a second?
join the mess.
Are you surprised that it was a woman? are we are
Whoa.
we
Whoa.
I'm just asking some questions here. I'm just asking some
Whoa.
questions. I'm just asking some questions. Are you
Whoa.
surprised that it was a lady?
I never got that vibe. What
Okay.
I got was someone that's been rejected so many times, and he decided to come up with this alter ego of a personality to think that he is like, of course, this is why I am who I am, and I can give this advice because of such. And he just ran with it. That's what it is. It's
I agree with you.
a hurt man trying to pass on more hurt.
I agree. And even when I'm throwing out my mess out there, I say that because I didn't get that vibe either. But I know it was the rumor mill, and
Yeah.
everybody's like always. A lot of people have always said that he was gay and all this other stuff. So I was like,
Mm,
I don't get that vibe, but I just wanted to get your take on it. I definitely agree with you. He's as a character. Um, we don't know who the real Kevin Samuels is, who passed away. That's who we know. We know the internet sensation camp, but we don't know
yeah.
who Kevin Samuels really truly is. If you look back at some of his older videos, he was talking about cologne, like he was giving cologne reviews and stuff for men. He was talking, excuse me, he was talking to men, um, telling them to get your shit together,
Yep.
But there's a video of him in his car, and he was like, if I was on here like bashing women, or talking about polarizing things, this would get more likes, this would get more clicks.
Yep.
And fast forward, to what was going on, and this nigga blew up during the pandemic
He
for,
figured out the algorithm. He knew what he was
you know,
doing. He knew
it's
what he was doing.
what's crazy within him knowing what he's doing. I also the people who are tuning in,
Yeah.
because this man has 1.3 million followers.
Yeah.
So a lot of them niggas, everybody that was tuning in don't like him. And you're
Yep.
not telling me that all those followers are just people that like him. It's the people who hate him too. You're
Yeah.
following, you're continuing to feed into the BS. It's like, I understand how people were like, yeah, he broke people down, and people were. I'm not disputing that at all. But
Hmm.
it's like I just have questions for the people who will
Entertainment
call in
purposes
there.
that were calling in
It's like,
and
what are you? And
watching. Yeah.
you would call in and you would get upset. That would be like me going to a KKK rally, and I know what the
Hmm.
hell's gonna happen. I know they don't like me, and I
Hmm.
show up there and I'm like, well, why don't you like niggas? How come you don't like black people?
Hmm.
You know what's gonna happen. It's the same thing. You're showing up to a place,
Hmm.
and then you get mad when he roasts you. Again, I agree. You shouldn't talk to people that way, but you know what you sign up for when you call in the hit show.
But I'm
You
gonna
might
do
be
a
mad.
callback. I'm gonna do a callback of what you said earlier.
What's that?
You you just couldn't help yourself but to comment and to
Yeah,
respond
that's true.
to the people in the comments. And guess what? There are a number of
That's true.
people that know that knew, excuse me, he's no longer with us, that knew that knew what he was about, that knew what he was about,
That's true.
and still watched it and commented and called in.
I think that with who he was, like I said, the 10% truths that are completely canceled out because of like the so much of the negative bullshit
Yeah,
that he was spreading.
yeah.
I don't even think it would necessarily. Obviously, he would need to give as equal treatment to the men as well. And I know I've watched complete shows, and he did go at the men, but not nearly as hard as he did at the women. So I'm not gonna dispute that.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like if he wasn't coming at people with like so in such a degrading way, if he was just like, hey man, get your shit together, or hey, this is why you're not at that level to get this type of person,
Yeah,
without breaking them down physically and that type
yeah.
of stuff, I feel like it would have went over way better for him. But he was just breaking people down. He was like, you're leftovers, you're nothing.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. I was like, if he would have just stopped it at that, I don't do you think it would have been as bad?
Yeah. I think it would have. And also, I also think everything that he was saying to the women, he was just he was reflecting it back from how he felt about himself. Because to me, like what is this? He was two divorces in,
Gave two doors there.
over 35, because that number for some reason really threw him off, right? Was it 35?
Yeah, I think 35 was the cutoff for
Yeah,
people.
over
Life
35.
ends at 35.
Yeah. I'm like, bruh, 35?
Yeah, I was like, damn, nigga, like there's a lot of us out here who are just damaged goods now. A lot of us are
Right.
hitting
The fuck?
35. I mean,
35?
it
Okay.
was definitely divisive and
Oh,
dangerous
absolutely.
because there's a group of idiots out here who will take hold to every, like you're not able to separate and be like,
Not at
yo,
all.
this nigga is illogical in his
Yeah.
thoughts. Like there's nothing about what he's saying is logical at all. Like I said, the 10% is canceled out by the 90% of the bullshit. Like you
Yeah.
just, I can't sit here and be like, yeah, I got to sift through the bullshit to get to the 10%.
Yeah. That's hard to
Um,
do nowadays. That's hard to do nowadays. You can't really separate and piece out, you know, uh, specific areas where you find entertaining, or you find knowledgeable from people. Like, oh, I'm gonna take that as, take that with a grain of salt. Like nobody does that anymore. It's either all or
yeah.
nothing. All or
Literally, I
nothing.
mean, he's several grains of salt, or he was several grains of salt. It's just like, man,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, I don't got a heaven or hell to put him in. It's just like,
Yeah.
I get why he was getting it. It was definitely irritating because I was like, damn, how y'all celebrate when someone dies? So I was like, y'all don't even have
Yeah.
even a moment of just like chill. And it was just
Yeah.
like, but then I was enlightened. I was like, this nigga, all the vitriol that he
No, I agree.
spewed. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, when you put it that way, it's just like, I mean, you could have
I
controlled
yeah.
your death
Um
legacy, but
yeah.
you know,
No, no, no. I agree with you. I'm of the ilk, like, I'm not gonna scold anyone. I'm not gonna talk about anybody, but I'm also not gonna praise or say anything,
yeah, he
you
gets no
know.
praise at all.
Yeah,
None.
it's just, guess what? He's a person that lost his
Yeah.
life.
I feel more sad for his mother because it was like Mother's Day and everything around Mother's Day
Agreed.
weekend. I feel sad for
He
her.
didn't get a chance to post Happy Mother's Day.
And I think he had a child, so I feel
Oh, he
you
did?
feel bad for them too. But it was just weird because people was like, "How was y'all taking advice from someone who was divorced twice?" And I was like, "Y'all niggas literally bought Steve Harvey's book like several times,
Yeah.
and y'all went to the movie, both
I
of
mean,
them.
the movies were entertaining. Like,
So it's like
again, they
you
were
can't judge
entertaining.
people."
They were entertaining, but then I was also like, fuck out of here, Steve. Like, come on, yo.
I
Like,
was like, that nigga's also on his second or third divorce, and y'all bought into what he was
yeah,
buying too. So you
agreed.
can't judge niggas who are buying in
We some
to what.
gullible ass mofos.
Hey man, niggas know how to get some coins up out of us. You know what's funny
Yeah.
though? I think plot twist. There's gonna be another one, another Kevin Samuels waiting
Uh,
in the wings to pick up the mantle. But I'm calling it here, Boogie. It's gonna be a woman. It's gonna be a woman, and I'm
no, it
calling it.
won't.
She's gonna sell her soul. I'm calling it because how many times do y'all talk about the pick me's? Y'all always talk about the pick me's, and in the I see them in the comments. I'm like, this chick is a pick me. She's going to be the one to be. The thought process is gonna be just like the Kevin Samuels, but it's gonna. How much you want to bet? It's gonna be a lady.
Well, R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. We are extending,
AKA
aka who?
AKA the Black Moses, AKA the new
Wow.
MLK, AKA the new what's my man's name? Malcolm
Umar
X.
Johnson. Oh,
Right?
my bad.
Because the way niggas are acting right now, you would have thought it was a second coming of all of those great people I just listed.
I know a lot of people are like, "Who is Kevin Samuels?"
Oh,
Because
that's funny.
it's just a
The
small niche of us that actually knows
the
who
fact
Kevin
that white
Samuels.
people were like, "Who the hell is Kevin Samuels?" That was funny because I was like, "Yeah, I'm not telling you." And there
Yeah,
was other white people that was like, "Yeah, we're not telling you either." So it was just
just
like,
like how the refs were like, "Who's Jack Harlow? Who's
man,
Jack
I was like,
Harlow?"
Jack Harlow. I think about that sometimes too. I'm like, who? So, oh, yeah, the white boy.
All right.
But yeah, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Where do you think he's going? Before we move on, where do you think he's going? Heaven or hell? Where do you think he's going? If you
He's
had to
going.
call it
He's going in the middle. He's going into the what is it
purgatory,
called? The purgatory.
purgatory. How much you think how long you think his sentence is in the purgatory?
His
Before,
sentence
yeah,
is going
what's
to be 35 years.
35 years in the purgatory? I am going to say he is going to hell. I can't see him getting into heaven, even a pinky toe. Guy will have to be grading on a curve to
No,
be
he's going to
like,
be
you
no.
getting in heaven. I think he's gonna be
He ain't killed
in.
nobody.
Okay, well, so no, wait, okay. I think he's gonna be in like level one of hell. Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
gonna be like
It's
nice,
tears.
it's gonna be kind of deserty. Yeah, it's levels to it. It's gonna be like you did your level of destruction, but not like fucking Hitler. You know, it's like that.
He's
Hitler
not
and
in the
pedophiles.
VIP party. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't in there. It's gonna be like him and like Clarence Thomas. They're gonna be like in that same little area, like
Oh
right around
God,
there and everything.
Jesus.
But I think we gotta add, and we'll be right back.
Yep. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Going over to their IG, it's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
All right, moving on. On Mother's Day, a lot of moms like to go out, you know, eat with their children. Some of them attend sporting events. Sometimes their baby might be out there and they're just like, hey, I want to go see my son, score some buckets. I want to go see my husband, bring my children to the game, an environment. We just want to watch our loved one have some fun. Didn't go there thinking that anything would happen to him. But Chris Paul's mom, I didn't know where I was going with that. I was trying to do
Yeah, I
like
was just waiting. That's why I put my head down. I'm like, let me act like I don't hear not a word he
I
said.
was trying to tie it all together, but I couldn't quite get it. But on Mother's Day, Chris Paul's mom and wife were assaulted at the Mavericks game. A fan got a little too happy when Chris Paul fouled out, and from what I saw on some videos, it said he tapped her on the shoulder and was like, "That's okay, it'll be all right." Some people said they were pushed. Regardless, you got to keep your hands to yourself, man. You can't be touching people, especially the athletes, loved ones, man. I mean, I felt like back in the day, like there was a code of conduct that fans knew how to carry themselves. Like they would talk shit, but they wouldn't put their hands on you. And I don't think the level of talking shit has got to how it is now. Now these people are just so goddamn entitled. It's like I done spent big money on this ticket, so now you're going to hear what everything I got to say, and I'm gonna touch you.
I agree with you. There is definitely a change in the air and the weather when it comes to fans thinking they are entitled to say and do whatever they want. I know a number of analysts and former NBA players says, it's just a few, it's a couple of them, but it's been increasingly, uh, it has increased, I would say, as
Yeah.
far as the incidents. And yeah, it doesn't happen every game, but the fact that when when I go to games and I hear people talk and yell and they assume that they can just say whatever they want, it has me on alert and it enrages me because I'm just like, I don't care how close you are. Who gives you the right
Mm-hmm.
to say flim flam farm whatever you want to actual people, to
Exactly.
actual other people?
You know what's crazy is it only seems to be one type of person who is doing the assaulting. It's only one type of person who is letting the foulest stuff come out their mouths. I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but cracker ass cracker.
It's just it's you
That's
know
all I'm gonna say.
it's just sad because I also do recall moments in time when Ron Artest at the time, also known as Meta World Peace, went into the crowd and whooped some ass.
Malice at the Palace. I was supposed to be at that game. I'm still upset that I didn't go to that game.
There's been a number of incidents. Again, not as many,
Yeah.
uh, you know, recent now, but there were some incidents back in the day where people come up to you. Players are not. They do not give a fuck.
They're not taking that shit no more. You see, Katie be cussing people out. Kyrie, he's gotten fined for flipping people off. He's had words
Russell
with people at
Westbrook
the end of the
is
bench.
is the is the gem of them all. He
Yeah,
is so quick, but this is what throws
he's
me
fuck
off.
around and find out. That's
Yeah,
who Russell
yeah.
is.
This is what throws me off, especially with a hothead like Russell. Why would you even try to really agitate someone that's already, to me, I feel like is a step away from
A hot head, yeah,
already agitated. Come
yep.
on now.
Powder keg, powder keg. It's just like one. These niggas are all like over 6'5". They're also built as fuck. They can beat your ass. It's like, bro, they can just physically beat you up. They can beat
Yeah.
you in basketball. They can beat you in pretty much probably any sport. So it's like, who are you talking shit to these niggas? Like, this shit is it's just stupid. So I know you saw the video. So if that was you in Chris Paul's place, what would you have done if someone pushed Mama Boogie, and someone pushed your partner? What would you do if that was you on the court?
I'll be like, hey, my man, security, get their asses up out of here, get all their information, take a picture of they motherfucker. Like, I want all their faces plastered on all of the news outlets. Like, first of all, I'm not about to remove myself from the playoffs by going into the crowd. That's not what we about to do. What I'm about to do is
Smart.
I'm about to, because I already have people in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hello.
um see, here's what it would have been, right? Had they touched Sharon, as you touch Sharon, or you touch, the wifey or whatever. I already found out the game. So, I'm
No,
not going
stop.
back in.
Stop.
There's 7 minutes left in this game. Those old ass security guards ain't gonna be able to stop me, man. I'm hopping over this chair. I'm not saying I'm gonna hit you. I ain't gonna hit you, but I'm getting all up in your bubble. Like I'm up in your space. Cause I'm like, how tall is CP? How tall is CP? I
Six
need to look
two,
up
6'3".
6'2", 6'3". The kid had to have been like probably like 5. I'm getting all up in your bubble. It's Mother's Day. I'm getting in your bubble. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm getting in your mama's bubble too. Cause she's stupid for allowing that. Because you sat there and you saw your kid there put his hands on someone, put his hands on another mother on Mother's Day. How trash are you as a mother? You sitting there, and I'm not, again, I'm not coming for all the mothers, just that mother, because it's like you sat there, or the auntie, whoever this lady was, this dude, you sat there and you let him do that. Like, at what point in time are you not? And if I'm at a sporting event and my kid is just an asshole like this, I'm like, yo, man, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, we might shout some shit out, we might heckle some stuff or whatever, or boo, but we not crossing these lines like what you doing here, man. At some point in time, you gotta the privilege showed there. The privilege
Yeah,
showed.
I agree, but this kid is clearly a teenager of some sort,
That's what saved him.
and yeah, he's a teenager of some sort, and I think
He
when
also
when
should
he
know.
yeah, he should definitely know, but at that certain age, I'm not about to hit a kid. I'm not about to beat a kid's ass. What I am gonna do is I again I'm not going to,
Right. That's
but
true. Right.
somebody will.
You got to have
Somebody
the
will.
family goons. What you saying is you're gonna have a family of boogies in the crowd that we just not even gonna know.
That's not what I said. That's not what I
Family of
said.
boogies in the
That's
crowd,
not what I
and
said.
it's
What
just
I
like,
said
oh, I
was
got you, cuz I'm taking the charge, cuz.
that's
That's
all
what
I
you
said
said.
was see, you just
That's
put
what you
words in my
said.
mouth. You put words in my mouth right now. All I'm saying is I'm not going to. That's
Let me
all I
find
said.
out. Let me find out. You just cut your eyes and you got someone that's just making the move. Like, go
I
ahead and
you
do it.
know, I I never felt there was only one time I felt like intimidated or scared or I felt like I was being bullied. I have three younger brothers that are all taller than me. And
Giants.
on my mother's side, I got so many aunties and uncles with so many cousins that are huge and ready to fight, that been to
Squad.
jail. Just ready. Just ready. Just find a reason.
I'm on my second strike. I'm ready to go back.
Right. Just finding a reason, okay?
Just
Where
give
I
me a
have
reason.
no problem to support them for the rest of their lives in the penitentiary. No, I'm just kidding. No, the
Uh,
whole point of me saying this is, yeah, I'm not about to risk my
yeah,
team and my money too, by the
this is
way,
true.
for a dumb person, a kid doing something
This is
just for
true.
clout. Because clearly that's what he's doing.
See, here's what happened, right? So again, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, Mr. Commissioner Adam Silver, I'm just gonna run you this $50,000. I'm just gonna run you this money right now. Cause I'm about to just, like I said, I'm gonna invade his personal space. And I'm like, you know what? You're a 14-year-old kid. If you were 18, I would have mopped your ass up here because you don't touch Mama Bear. You don't
Yeah,
just do that.
yeah.
Secondly, where's your daddy at? I can't hit your mom. But where's your daddy at? I done gave the league this 50,000 for this fine. I'm ready to whoop your daddy's ass. I can't beat you up, kid, but I can beat your daddy's ass.
Oh,
State Farm, like a good neighbor.
oh
Boom,
God.
boom, boom. Jake, get him.
Oh
You
God.
know, I'm like, it's just like, I don't know, man. And we're gonna get to the point now where you're gonna have like it's gonna be like hockey. You're not even gonna be able to touch the players or be even you can't sit courtside. They're gonna have like a hockey arena type dome for the ice.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be on the court.
I mean,
Um go ahead.
that's what they're gonna have to do if they keep acting up like this. Like I, yeah, there's no excuse for anybody to put their hands on someone else that you don't know. I don't care how heated
Especially
you
someone's
are about a
mama.
game. Yeah, I'm not going. Like that's just
Mama
yeah.
and
There's no excuse.
wife.
Yeah,
Can't do
I'm not
that.
going. I'm not going.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he got saved. He got saved. Mavericks, it did ban him. It was a weak ass ban. He's banned until 2023. I mean, that's like fucking next year. The year's halfway over. I think it should have been 10
Or
years.
at
Give him the
least
Will
I was gonna
Smith
say,
treatment.
yeah,
Like, you can't
agreed,
go to no concerts in this arena. You can't do shit here. You can't be in a parking lot. Get your
agreed.
ass on. You gotta try to San Antonio for a game. You gotta go to Spurs games. That's what it's gotta be.
I agree.
That's what it should be. I think the punishment was too light. The punishment was too light for putting your hands on someone's family members.
Oh,
Now
I
Chris
agree.
Paul has to probably hire security, or he's got to put his family in a box, which he shouldn't have to do that. They should be able to enjoy the game without
Yeah,
having fans just be doing dumb shit. Like, keep your hands to
yeah.
yourself, man. Keep your
Well,
hands
good
to
luck.
yourself.
I hope. Yeah, I hope. I hope you're not getting any clout or celebrations, celebratory, waves and high fives
You know he
from
is. He's a
people.
white dude. He's like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, yeah, I was the guy.
Hope you
CP.
learned your
Yeah.
lesson, little kid. That's all.
You know, it was crazy. They quickly turned into the victim. That was like the
Hmm.
quickest victim
But
turn.
that wasn't me.
His mama, like, if you had seen her face, she knew. It was just like her, both their lives flashed before her eyes. She was just like, Connor, what have you done? Like, it was like, lady, you should have stopped him before it got to this point.
Yeah.
And if CP had been a different type of player, a different type of nigga, had CP not been Mr. State Farm, my team is still in the playoff contention. Had it been any other player, that kid would have got his ass whooped. They'd have been like, I don't give a fuck if you're 14. You about to get
Yeah,
this
but then he's
ass.
gonna get a lawsuit for that. So
If you got enough money, you could take the charge.
I know.
If anything, it's what? I'm gonna pay for your tuition. Here's 50 G's, my man. What you got that ass whooping? You ain't gonna touch nobody else's mama.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. You ain't gonna touch nobody
Uh,
else's mama.
yeah, I hope he learned his lesson. That's all I gotta
You
say.
know what? Honestly, the security should have did him like Dave Chappelle security did. Oh boy, that's what that everybody
You
when
know
you
the
touch
biggest
people.
difference though
Oh yeah, he
is
was
because
white.
the lights were on. No.
Oh okay.
I don't know. The lights were on. That's all.
I'm just saying it should have been. He gets roughed up. It's just like, hey man, we ain't got to ban you. You got your arm broken. But
God.
anyways, moving on. It is time for y'all niggas is tripping. Every week niggas be tripping. So we like to highlight those niggas who be tripping. So Boogie, who you got for y'all niggas is tripping?
Well, I mean, this is a twofold for sure. Second Stage Theater is adding more staff to enforce their no phone policy
Mm-hmm.
following the leaked photo of Jesse Williams. Now, if you have been under a rock,
I
uh,
have. This was not a
this
story I
past
was looking
week,
to.
this past week, a small short video clip has been leaked on Twitter, as well as a full frontal picture of your man's Grey's Anatomy star, Mr. Activist himself, Jesse Williams, showing all of the things and then some. Okay, and people are up in arms and they're calling it nearing sexual harassment. Also, just disrespecting the theater, the art, the craft. The theater itself,
The
Second Stage
artist.
Theater, it's on Broadway, and they lock audience members' phones for this performance that he is now being nominated for a Tony for, so he could potentially win a Tony for.
That's dope.
Yeah, and people are up in arms and just like, no, you shouldn't have leaked the picture. This video is a invasion of space, and
I mean, it is.
you're disrespecting the art and craft, and I would agree, but I will also say, man, shut the fuck up.
But
No, nobody has $4,000 to go see Jesse in the Broadway play, or 500 or whatever have you. I'm appreciative to the person that leaked it, but I completely understand what they're saying. And I think you guys are tripping regarding respecting boundaries, because yes, people should be respecting
yeah.
people's boundaries of the art. That's why Hamilton released they finally released the whole uh, play on whatever platform or some platform, just because they would like to keep the integrity of giving the respect of the whole play itself, and not just releasing pieces by piece. It's a whole project, it's a whole piece. So people would like to respect it as such. Now I completely understand that, but don't act like you didn't go on Twitter And check out that motherfucking picture though.
I did
No,
not.
no, no, not you. I'm just talking about people that were interested in lay photo. That's all I was saying.
That was one photo I was like not looking for. But I am curious as to if all the phones were in like the lock bags and everything,
Yeah.
or the like lock boxes.
Yep.
What was someone like sneak one in they pants pocket? What happened? I'm like, how did they get a phone in there? I'm just curious. Was the phone like in the shoes, the socks, was it in the booty cheeks? What? How did you get the phone in there? It's like prison. How are
Yeah.
you getting
I think it was
contraband in here?
to me, I think it was a secondary phone.
Right, where'd they put it at? Because if they're grabbing phone, like I'm sure you had to walk through some type of metal detector. They probably had you take everything out your pockets, like
Yeah.
they do in the airport. So they're like, okay, phone's got to go in the bag. So you
Yeah.
took everything out. Where was this other phone?
Somewhere we don't.
It's
Yeah.
just like you really wanted to leak this photo. Like, I wonder how much I hope they got paid a lot. I hope they got paid a lot because they're talking about it being sexual harassment. So I hope it was worth it. You
I
know.
no. I think again, I just want to be very clear. I completely understand and I agree with the idea of not consenting for photos when the whole idea, which I think he probably said yes to the project, is in hopes that things that the audience's phones would be locked
Yeah, it's
as
the privacy
well.
thing.
So it's a privacy thing, and he would love, he would love to do his art where it's just visual and seen and then gone. You know what I mean? Like, which I completely understand. I get it. This is something that will be, you know, if you didn't get a chance to look at it, I'm sure that picture gonna be scrubbed so fast.
Okay, so I know he's upset, but at the same time, he's in the group chat like,
Oh,
hey
of
nigga,
course.
they in my DMs. Like,
Heavy.
because he just
Yeah.
got divorced, so
Yeah.
this man is like, yeah, what's up, ladies? He was like, that picture really is real. you know?
Yeah. That's why I said there's two issues. There's definitely two lingering issues for sure. And I just want, like, I'm being funny. Like, yes, I'm glad that somebody leaked it, but also like I completely understand. I get it. I get it. I do.
She's like, I understand, but at the same time, I understand. I did see a lot of ladies' tweets, so I was like, all right, well, apparently this nigga's got a baby arm because the way y'all talking,
I mean,
like, I was just like, all right,
yeah, it was definitely a tripod. He was
it
third
was a
legged.
thing. Just
He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. No one's denying that. But
oh,
I also want to say, guys, like that's just like saying
privacy.
if we are working on some art and we working on our craft and somebody, just like how Dave Chappelle, he's like, yo, I'm locking phones up. Like, cause you're not
Which he's
about
done
to.
often at some of his shows.
Yes, like a number of comics that are just like, hey, cause you're not record here. Like, can you just enjoy the show? Like, it's the it's the same thing.
Be in the moment. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't ruin it. I mean, I did see people who was like, man, like, it ain't that big of a deal. I was like, man, they got rules in place for a reason.
Yeah,
And then when shows like this don't ever come back or they just don't ever do them again,
this
y'all
is
are the
why.
reason why.
This is why. This
It's
is
like,
exactly why.
I
So
mean, we get it. I mean, I understand. Y'all like what y'all saw, but you still broke a goddamn rule. Plus, a lot of the people that I did see that were very like excited. There was that little hint of a double standard. Because if it was
agreed.
a young lady, it would have been like, if it was a young lady, that nigga would have been in jail within like 5 hours. Like they
Oh
would have
yeah,
had a pinpoint of his phone. It's like he's in Taco Bell or at Third Street. Like get him. He's in a van. Like he would have been locked up. Like they
yeah,
would have found him. So
agreed.
I mean,
No,
you
I'm
know,
agreeing with you, but at the same time,
your eyes was enjoying what you saw.
I was like, who got the picture? Send it to me. No, I'm just
You be like, your wife divorced you for what?
yeah, I get it. No, I get it. But yeah, So that's why you niggas
Oh,
is tripping. Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
my you niggas is tripping is going to a thief. He's like, I'm gonna rob you, but I'm also gonna help you.
Mm.
Marcus Hubbard is in Texas. He is currently on the run. He broke into a home on April 1st to do some robbing, do some thievery. Ended up stealing a lawnmower, but before he stole the lawnmower, he decided to mow the front and the backyard. Victims caught him on tape mowing the lawn. After he lined and edged everything up. Cops showed up. He and the lawnmower are seen, running down the street. Cops are chasing him, and Marcus decides, lawnmower slowing me down. Let me just duck this in an alley. He himself hides off in an alley, and he has since been on the run. Police cannot find this, this lawn scaper.
This
They can't find it.
lawnmower bandit.
They can't find his brother, and I'm just like, how many crackheads out here are, mowing lawns, man? Like, this brother clearly has talent, clearly has a skill. He does not need to be in jail. If I am a landscaper, in the area, I'm like, hey, brother, come work for me. You don't got to steal. We only mow lawns during the daytime. We don't mow lawns at night. You might have to, get your sleep schedule in order, but I offer him a job.
My question is, so were they in the house when this man was mowing the lawns? Like nobody heard?
Yeah.
Nobody woke up and was like, honey, are you mowing the lawn? What's going on?
Hey, shut up. Let's at least let him finish before we call the police.
And that's probably what they did.
He was like, you know what? You're not gonna have a mower because I'm about to steal it, but I'm gonna at least cut your grass, so that'll give you like at least 2.5 to 3 weeks before you should get another one.
What a generous guy.
He was being thoughtful. This is a thoughtful landscaper. He probably would have, if he had more time, he probably would have brought out the little edger and probably would have did all that stuff, trimmed. But I want to say, how dumb are the police? Because you can't catch a nigga who is running down the street with a lawnmower. This is not a quiet piece of machinery.
Not at all.
Nor is it a light piece of machinery.
Not at all.
Push lawnmowers are heavy.
Yeah, they are.
Even with crackhead strength. He pushed it in an alley and hid. So it's just like, y'all just gave up. Was like, fuck it. He's gone. I just... So now this nigga's gonna be out here probably breaking into other homes, and I hope he does. I hope. Here's what I hope he does. I hope he just goes on a string of break-ins, but before he leaves, he just well manicures the lawn, hooks up the shrubs, leaves like his little tag, like shrubs by Marcus. I hope he does some shit like that. I hope he just toys with the police. Like he's like, I'm the mad gardener. Like you thought you had me. I hope he just does some shit like that because these cops are just fucking dumb. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, agreed.
I also want to know what kind of drugs Marcus is on because I don't want any of that because that's drugs that make you do chores are not my type of drugs. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Maybe Marcus was like, I gotta test this out because they did say they saw him on. He put the gas in the mower too, so he was like, you know what? I got to make sure this just works. Gas is in here, got it primed up. Let me just do the front yard. And he's just like, you know what? I can't just do the front yard, not do the backyard. So that's what it was. He's like, I got to do both.
Yeah, as you can hear all of the biker boys behind in my background. I just hope he doesn't get like harmed for this. That's all. That's all I hope.
I mean, yeah, I hope nobody shoots this brother either. But again,
for these kind acts,
I'm gonna let you finish, and then after you finish cutting my yard, then I'm gonna be like, hey man, come get this nigga. Like, come knock him up. What is I can say it's clear, this brother has some skill, he got some talent. So somebody that has a landscaping business needs to give him a job.
Yeah.
Like, watch your mowers. Like, don't turn your back with him in the mowers though.
Agreed.
Like, I wouldn't give him a riding mower neither. Like, you have to earn that privilege. You can't, because he might drive off with the riding mower. So you just gotta trust him
Agreed.
with the push mower. Maybe gotta have like another person watching him, and it's just like, all right, give him a paycheck. That's what we gotta do for this brother.
Good luck, man. Hope you stay on the run.
Yeah, Marcus. Keep it up, man. I'm pulling for you, brother. I'm pulling for you. Stay safe out there, man. Yeah, let's get to the final ad and we'll be back.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Yo, this is going to be a Lifetime movie in like 5 years. Like, just bank on it. Edgewood County Sheriff Jody Rowland told local outlets how it all went down. A man identified as Joseph McKinnon had initially told a neighbor in Trenton, South Carolina, he was digging a hole in his yard for a water feature to enhance his garden. However, when a different neighbor subsequently spotted McMidden laying face down and motionless beside the pit on Saturday morning, police were immediately called. The Edgewood County EMS responded to a call, an unresponsive man laying in his yard. They found the man dead next to a fresh grave. When they got there, they determined that he had a heart attack. There was no trauma to the body. While looking around for a significant other, they continued to investigate his yard. In this huge garden, they went into the house. It said it was freshly cleaned up. They were able to identify blood in the house, and they tested it. It was his wife. They found out that he strangled his wife, and he ended up placing her body in the grave that he ended up dying right next to from a heart attack. He ended up placing her bodies in trash bags, and he was trying to fill the grave and ended up dying. That's some karma. That is some karma right there. I'm just like, you know what that was? That wasn't karma. That was her. That was her ghost. Her ghost was like, you thought you killed me, huh, bitch? And she just fucking grabbed that man's heart and she just fucking squeezed it until he had a heart attack. And he died right there beside her. That's what that was.
Yeah, the looks of the picture of both of them, that the husband, or excuse me, the boyfriend definitely looked like he was not having a good time in the relationship whatsoever.
They argued every day.
And the girlfriend looked like, I wish you would.
They argued every day.
I wish you would. What a unusual way to pass, but also quite gratifying way to pass as well.
Somewhat similar to Kevin Samuels. Heart attack. Heart attack has been 2 for 2.
See what we doing there. See what we're doing there.
Call back.
I see what we did there.
Heart attacks ain't
yeah.
playing no games out here.
I mean, what I think overall, the overall theme of this show today, of this episode is if you're not taking care of your if you're not taking care of your body, it's gonna catch up with you one way
Don't
or
talk
another.
shit. Don't be out
Okay?
here talking shit if you ain't
It's
taking care of
gonna
your
catch
body.
up to you. Okay.
Oh man, that is just like, because you know he thought he got away with it, and it's
Oh,
just
of
like,
course.
okay, this is literally every Lifetime movie. This is every documentary where it's like,
Oh
he
yeah.
buried her on the property and lived for 30 years and no one knew. This is literally
Yeah.
that. He
Yeah.
was like, I'm about to get away with this. He already told his neighbor that this was a garden, and he already had an extensive garden. So they was like, huh, filtration
Watering
system.
system. Yeah.
Sounds like Gary, you know. So
You know what happened was he got too damn excited, and his heart was like, "Hey, my man, calm down. Hey, my man, yo, we can't do too much."
Elizabeth, come join you.
His heart was overexerted. Like he had to move the body. He had to chop
It
the
was-
body. He was doing too much.
It was just like, bro, honestly, and I mean, again, I don't condone murder or anything like that.
No,
But it was like, bro, you had time. What
Yeah.
was the rush? Because you people knew you was
he
digging
didn't
this
want
up.
that smell. He didn't want that smell.
I mean, that's true. But it was
Yeah.
just like, I mean, I guess he probably only had to move at night too. It's probably why he was out there, and it was like overnight, because you ain't moving nobody in the daytime.
And he had to dig a hole. Digging a hole is harder than it sounds.
See, that's where he messed up at. See, that's if you're a true gardener, you got to get industrial equipment. I'm like, I'm not digging a hole, man. Come on,
man,
bro.
you will dig. Don't
That's
let these.
gotta take a long time.
Yeah, don't
least
let
an hour.
these shows, Ozarks, fool you.
Exactly.
Them
They
shit-
make digging a hole
Yeah.
look easy.
Nah,
bad.
that's a all day event.
I feel like it takes at least 4 hours to dig a hole. I feel like easily. And
Might
it probably
even-
make a lot of noise. So you mean tell me nobody heard you out in the backyard?
He wasn't grunting or nothing. He wasn't murdering. And again, we did not condone.
And he was 62.
I was
so-
just about to say, murdering is a young man's game.
I mean, it is. Like, I almost would have got away with it. It wasn't from my daggone heart. You know, It's like, damn, bro. Also, it's like, how angry you're in your 60s, man. So y'all had got to been going out or been together for at least
What was the
a minute.
What was the tipping point for you, buddy? Why was the moment? this argument was that time.
What do you think it was? What do you think it was?
Pick up your damn socks. Why do you keep dropping your socks? Why every time I walk in the damn house, your socks is right in the front door? I tell you this all the damn time, to pick up your damn socks up after you. Now I gotta slip and be right. These socks, stanky ass socks, are right in front of me in the door. Who wants to see some stanky ass socks in the door? That's what got them right there.
That is very convincing. I would have been like, whoa. I felt like I was looking over here like, damn, did I got some socks over here? You got me like thinking, yeah. So
Thank
yeah,
you,
that
NC.
is.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with you're scorching my eggs, woman. Like I done told you for the last time, stop scorching my eggs. You know, I think that's what it was. It had to, because look, he ain't missing no meals. I mean, well, he is now, but I mean, didn't look like he was missing any meals when he was alive. So you know what? And him being a gardener, I'm telling you what he probably thought fertilizer.
Oh
she's
yeah,
dead. He's like, this is about to
Perfect.
my garden's really gonna be
Yeah.
great. My garden's on that Kathy fertilizer, whatever her name was. It's just crazy. But this is all. It's crazy, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I feel like this is on par for white people in suburban households, or just white people in households anywhere. This is on brand. On brand. And where do you think he's going? Hell, heaven, purgatory.
Stop it.
Where are we putting him at? Heart attack for heart attack. You got to rate him too.
He's done.
I'm gonna say my man is 7th level of hell. You know, he killed his wife. I feel like that was Like I said, I feel like that was her. She was like, you know what? If I'm going, I'm taking you with me. I feel like she's in heaven though. No matter what she did on her, she could have scorched his eggs for the last 42 years. I mean, she's instantly in heaven. She's instantly in heaven. That's what it is.
Yeah,
unfortunate for her.
This is unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate for her, but this is one of those times where, okay.
that definitely is that. And if I'm the neighbors, I'm like, who the hell are we married to? Yeah. Like, I would just be like, whoa, like,
yeah,
gotta move.
Yeah,
gotta move.
Agreed.
Like, well,
whoa.
Definitely makes you want to go do some exercise because all these heart issues,
I'm about
these
to
people
go drink
have
so much water.
It's like, man, about to, get these exercise bands out because,
Hell yeah.
Stop talking so much shit because I want to be on the heart attack list. Folks out here talking shit and it's just like, bam,
left and right.
Gone.
Yeah.
Like, crazy out here. Well, Boogie, we have came to the end of another dope ass episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Please like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Also leave comments. We do read them. We appreciate them. I did see some of the new comments on SoundCloud, so thank you very much to new followers. We're on SoundCloud. Did see that, so thank you. We appreciate you. Keep doing it.
Thank you so much, man. And remember to hit that bell to get all of our notifications so you can get our new content right then and there, hot off the presses for sure. So, and tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast and they should listen to us.
And it's their favorite podcast, and we appreciate y'all. I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
This is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm gonna get you the box early.